Dialogues, dialogues with food and about food. Stay home, stay safe and stay healthy. Today, we're going to see a very interesting snack made using leftover rice. This recipe uses minimalistic ingredients. Let's get going. The ingredients for this leftover rice bonda is 1 cup of cooked rice which I have mashed very well, half a cup of sago soaked for about 4 hours and the water has been drained, 1 big onion which has been finely chopped, 3 green chilies, a few curry leaves and some coriander finely chopped, salt as required, 1-inch piece of ginger grated, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida. Now let us begin to mix the ingredients. I've taken a big bowl, the mashed rice, the sago, the onion, all the green flavors, ginger, the red chili, the asafoetida, now I'm going to mix all this so that it becomes a cohesive mass. I'm not going to mash the sago very well. The sago pearls will be seen and that is going to give the rice bonda an appealing look. Certain things definitely have to be done using your hands. My hands are absolutely clean and you would have noticed I'm not wearing any finger rings. This is very important when you're working with food in this manner. Your hands should not have any kind of jewelry because that could the food might stick on to your jewelry and harbor microorganisms. So in view of food safety, it is better not to wear finger rings while processing food in this manner. Now I'm going to grease my palm with a little bit of cooking oil. I'm going to take small portions of this rice mixture and going to make it into small balls which we are going to fry later. In case you feel that you don't want to deep fry the snack, you can use an air fryer or you can make it into small discs like a tikki and shallow fry. So now the leftover rice batter has been made into small balls and now we are going to fry it on medium hot flame till it becomes golden and crispy. Gently slide each bonda into the hot oil very carefully. Do it very gently because this mixture does not have any kind of a batter coating, so you have to be very careful when you are doing this fry. Slide in as many bondas as the oil can hold. Frying of this bonda will take slightly longer time because you find that both the rice and the sago are full of moisture. The rice has been completely gelatinized, so the cooking time will be slightly longer when compared to our usual potato bondas. The bondas are getting fried well, but don't insert a spatula into it immediately. As I have told you, the outer portion has to get fried before we insert the spatula. There is no need for us to turn the bonda also, because it will roll on its own in oil and it will get fried on all the sides. So now the rice bondas are all fried, golden brown, crisp on the outside, soft inside. So now let's see how we are going to eat this. The potato bondas are now ready. You can serve them with sauce, green chutney. You can sandwich them between a pav. It's a wonderful recipe for a party, your kids' party. You want to make it nutrient dense. Just add a few grated carrots or beetroots. Cheese would also go fine with this. What I've shown you today is a basic recipe using leftover rice. Your creativity is going to make this dish even more delicious. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy eating.